Yo, what's good YouTube? It's boardzy, and in this video we're going to be doing a comparison of the Dechanic Control and the Artisan Hien. I've been putting this video off for way too long. I'm going to be honest, I could have made it months ago, but I'm making it now, and that's really all that counts. So the Dechanic Control is going to cost you around $9, I believe, for the large, which is going to be a bit smaller than this. So yeah, if you are on Hisense, that's going to be like the best deal you'll ever find. It's $8 for a 13 inches by 11 inches mousepad. But for most people that is a bit too small, so you're going to have to opt for the extended heavy. I'm pretty sure that's the only one they have in stock right now, because they don't have this one in stock anymore, on Amazon at least. So yeah, just throwing that out there. The XXL isn't in stock anymore, but it should be soon, and the XL isn't, and I don't think it will be. But yeah, that's the one I have, so I'm just going to review based on that. This mousepad is not like exempt from build quality issues, but I think because of the fact that it is such a good budget option that we do have to give it a bit of slack. So for example, the sides, they'll never lie down flat. For me, this is literally unbearable. This is like cock and ball torture. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, hopefully. I don't even care if this gets demonetized. But yeah, it's like torture. It's like I can't use it because of that. But that's only because I've developed such a high level of snobbiness on my mousepads because I've had so many. But really, if you're on a budget, the fact that the right side doesn't lie perfectly flat will not matter to you. But obviously, for someone like me, who is a mousepad enthusiast, the Artisan build quality is the sexiest thing imaginable. Like, it's just a perfect, like, there's not a single blunder with the stitching. It lies perfectly flat. It's sticky to my desk. The Dechanic Control simply cannot provide any of that, but it is still a solid mousepad for low budget gamers because it does have a great texture. The mousepad itself is pretty heavily textured, but if you can get used to it, you'll basically become a superhero and get used to any mousepad texture. It's the same thing with the MP510. It also goes for the Dechanic Control. Because I use this thing for like a month, and it's like really rough on your skin, but you just build up this tolerance. It's like kind of meth. Like, you know how like if you do meth consistently, then you go to like lower drugs, you won't be hit the same as you were before. Yeah, it's kind of like that, but with mousepads. So I really get used to this rough ass texture, hard on my skin. Then I go to the Hien, which some people claim to be hard on their skin, and this shit just feels like it doesn't even feel textured. I'm sorry, but if you complain about this, you might be a bitch. Not gonna lie. But the Dechanic, like, to directly compare the speed of the two, the Dechanic Control is definitely a bit slower and gives you a bit more stopping power, while the Hien is going to be a bit faster and give you a very comparable amount of stopping power. As you can see, the Viper video is going burr, and I love the Hien. It's my favorite mousepad, no doubt. Easily my favorite mousepad. It was the first Artisan pad I got, and it's still my favorite. Just something about the way it is so balanced between speed and control, but giving a lot of edge to speed. It's just perfect, because it's definitely the fastest pad I've used that has this much stopping power. Yeah, I just don't know what to say. It's really good for basically every game I've played it with, and it's the second safest Artisan pad in my opinion. I would say that the Zero is going to be a bit safer, because maybe all of like the CSGO players who haven't changed their sense since they were assigned it at birth, you might be able to get adjusted to a Zero a bit easier than a Hien. But for many Fortnite gamers or any type of fast-paced game, I would really say that the Hien is the best mousepad, because you can make virtually effortless free movements, because it has such low static friction and a good, like, just a solid fast glide. I can't even explain it. It gets a good amount of spins with my G Pro wireless. The Dechanic Control doesn't get nearly this many spins. This is a really good way to show speed, unironically, by the way. I've learned that in my many months of mousepad reviewing. But yeah, really, the Dechanic Control is the best budget mousepad, in my opinion. The Gigantus V2, it's super fucking slow, so if you're into mud pads, maybe get a Gigantus V2. But the thing is that mousepad is going to be affected by humidity, while the Dechanic Control and the Artisan Hien are not. These are both virtually indestructible mouse pads that aren't affected by humidity. That is like fucking striking gold with mouse pads. It's just so, those for me at least are the two most important factors. I need my fucking mouse pad to not be affected by the temperature / environment, and I also want it to last for a while, because why am I going to use a mouse pad if it doesn't last for more than like a few months? Like, obviously I don't even use my mouse pad for months. I just want it to be durable, because if I ever do pick it up, like, I don't want it to be fucking awkward and like, oh, it doesn't feel the same. I want this thing to feel the same forever, and both of these mouse pads are gonna provide that. And yeah, really, I don't know what else I can do. The Hien is definitely the better mouse pad, no doubt in my mind about that. But if you are on a budget, the Dechanic Control is going to give you a sort of similar feel. They do feel sort of similar on your mouse feet, especially if you aren't gripping the shit out of your mouse like a fucking gorilla. And yeah, the Hien's definitely a bit faster, so if you're into the speed, maybe go for the Hien. If you're into a bit more control and you're on a budget, go with the Dechanic Control. I'll put in a clip I got with my Hien and my ultralight too. I think it's my best aiming clip, really. It just feels so nice. The Hien, it just, once you get used to it, it feels like you're swiping on air. It's amazing. Definitely my favorite mousepad. Make sure to get it from artisan-jp.com. Don't overpay on Amazon. Whoa, that rhymed. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna end the video now. It fucking rhymed. I probably missed some things, but dude, it rhymed. Yeah, enjoy the clip and peace out.